Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt Breaks Wax. Welcome back to the channel. I've got maybe a longer video today. I want to go through this entire box of jumbo packs. I am looking for, these are 1993 Upper Deck Series 2, which means it is going to have the Derek Jeter rookie card. So again, these are only in the blue Series 2 boxes. Rockies and Marlins cards included, of course, 1993 special. There are also these inserts on deck, future heroes, collector holograms. You can kind of see some of that stuff, but really what we're looking for is the Derek Jeter rookie card. So these could be bricked, and this video could be terrible, but we won't know until we get in there. So I had a good deal on Facebook Marketplace. I bought a box of Series 1 and a box of Series 2. The Series 1 were bricked, but not really bad where it was damaging every card, just like maybe like every other card. So I'm thinking these are probably the same, but we're going to get into it. So we're going to call this Searching Jumbo Packs for Cheaters, I guess. So look for that title if you ever want to come back and watch this. All right. Can I get this to tuck in there the way it's supposed to? It should get right behind there. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right. And these are Upper Deck, so the cards will be turned every which way. And I believe they are going to be bricked based on what I'm feeling in the packs here. So we will do our best to get these apart. Maybe not. Maybe not so bad. We'll start off with the Trevor. Of course we will. That's fantastic. Say hi to Gunnar and Lamar. They'll be up here overseeing the rip today. Luis Soho. That's not it. They're not sticking together at all. Jim Austin. Oh, that's great. Harold Baines in my O's uniform. Dave Burba. Hey, there's a Rockies checklist. Who's that on there? Dave Need. Nice. We're going to put all the art cards up here at top. And Jeter if we find him. Pete Shorrock. Eric Plunk. This is going to be a longer video just because all these are so turned around. Checklist. Whoop whoop. Doc Gooden. Randy Milligan. He did some Orioles time. John Candelaria. Francisco Cabrera. Chris Bosio. Hey, there's Will the Thrill. He's going up. Chris Bosio again. So we hit a turn in the coalition there on Will Clark. Rafael Palmeiro. Love Raffy. Another checklist. Whoop whoop. Kevin Reimer. And Gene Larkin, Barry's brother. Alright, so now we're getting into our hits, right? These are the inserts and rookies. Dimitri Young, top prospect, looking like he's 35. Mike Neal on the top prospect. So this is Team Star. So this is going to be Sheffield Planter, Gwynn, and McGriff on the Padres. Man, what a nice card. I like that a lot. I'm going to put that up there with the art cards. That's fantastic. Michael Tucker on the top prospect. All right, this is going to be fun. This looks like Peter Gammons inside the numbers. So this is Peter Gammons' take on Mike Mussina. So you got Mike Mussina inside the numbers with Peter Gammons, one of the great baseball commentators back in the day. You can read some of that. Love seeing Moose on there. We got another one. Peter Gammons inside the numbers. This is on Jim Abbott. Very nice. Ooh, love that. On deck with Jose Canseco. Little facsimile gold foil auto. I want to read this because this is Importance of education. Education is everything. Most memorable moment, 40-40 season 1988. Toughest part of baseball, handling the media. Yeah, that would be true. One thing I would change, eliminate double standards and racism. Well, that's kind of noble, I guess. If not for baseball, I would be an alien. Most embarrassing moment, I was sick one day and ran out, almost into the opponent's dugout. Interesting. Okay. That was a pretty good first Jumbo Pack. Jumbo Pack 2. Again, this is searching Jumbo Packs for Jeter. Rookies. I might break this up into part 1 and part 2. Depending on how long this video gets. Maybe part 3. I don't want them to go too long. Ryan Bowen. Dave Nielsen. Ryan Bowen again. We needed more of that. Jack Armstrong. Got a Braves checklist. That means we get an art card. Is that Barker or Avery? Who is that? Avery. Nice. With the chief head. Going up there. And we got Orioles. Man, I really, really don't want this at all. Go and take this. Oh man, they could have put anybody else on there, but I guess he was supposed to be a big deal when that trade went down. But that is the trade that sent Kurt Schilling, Pete Harnish, and a hitter. Somebody else. Luis Gonzalez? I don't remember. Somebody else to the Astros for Glenn Davis. Just think of that Orioles rotation that they had kept Schilling and Harnish. Dale Murphy, Manuel Lee, Pete Short again, Mark Clark, Randy Knorr, Brent Main, always great photography, front and back, Jeff Brantley, Tim Nary, the other Jeff Brantley. So we've seen doubles in both. Man, triples. Really? How does that happen? Triple Jeff Brantleys. If there's another one, I swear. Alright, Charlie Huff. Still pitching. Old as dirt. Hey, there's Cal Ripken Jr. Gotta love that. David Cone. Alright, here comes the prospects. Charles Johnson. A great catcher. Troy Percival. Diamond debuts. So another insert. Team card. Montreal. Wow. So this is Marquise Grissom, Delino DeShields, Dennis Martinez, and Larry Walker. So, funny story. You'll see on the channel update that I'm about to do that I am moving 60 miles south of Montreal this summer. And so some big changes on the channel because of that. There's a whole bunch of things I don't want to move. So I'll be getting into all that in the update. If I don't know which one's going to post first, this one or the update. But there's Ray McDavid. Inside the numbers on Bernie Williams. John Burke. And look at that. Mark McGwire on deck. So far, it is all the guys who juiced, giving the advice to kids. Or, let me see how many packs are in here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I think we'll do this in a couple of parts. I'm going to keep going. But we got to get a judo with me here somewhere. Right, Ken Ryan. Harold Reynolds. Craig Shipley. Alright, Kirk Gibson. Bob Ojeda. Got an art card for KC. Man, I like that. Felix Jose. My computer wants to restart because there's an update. I can't do it. Not yet. Gene Harris. Mike Felder. Mark Clark. Jim Gott. Hector Villanueva. David Buford. I remember him from my Orioles. Oh, nice. Ray Sanchez. Jumping over top of Larry Walker, it looks like. I just like that photo. Ray Sanchez was okay. Pete Smith. Mark Carrion. Another Pete Smith. So we've had repeats in every pack so far. There's Mark Grace. Fred McGriff. Cron Dog. Jeff Reardon with no beard. All right, here's our prospects. Tyrone Hill. Ooh, Carlos Delgado. Very nice. Like that a lot. Here's our team. So this is going to be Jose Rio, Rob Dibble, Roberto Kelly, Reggie Sanders, Barry Larkin. This is going to be the Big Red Machine. Red October. Nice. Rick Green. Alright, so here's a Peter Gammon inside the numbers for David McCarty. I don't remember David McCarty. There's Jeff Bagwell on the inside the numbers. I do love me some Jeff Bagwell. And look at that. On deck with Cecil Fielder. Fantastic. Alright, one more, and then I am going to cut it for part 2. Eric Fox. Chris Davis. Dennis Muller. John Doherty. Brewers checklist with Pat Listash. Nice. Bobby Bonilla on the Mets checklist. Obviously, Bobby goes up until the Orioles stop paying him. Jim Gott. Paul Molitor. Oh, let me fix that. Put Paul over here. I'm out of room on my stand. That's another reason I'm going to have to cut the videos. Al Leiter. Gene Harris. Checklist. Whoop whoop. Dante Bichette from the Rockies. Junior Ortiz. Juan Bell. Glenn Allen Hill. Another Juan Bell. Again with the repeats every pack. Brian Hunter. Kim Batiste. Nice. Albert Bell. Now, this is a fantastic card because on the back, Albert Bell is bunting. You would never, ever, ever see Albert Bell bunting. I can't imagine it. I mean, this is the guy who got back in the box after getting hit by a pitch because he wanted to swing. He didn't want to walk. I can't imagine him bunting. All right, this is going to be a sweet card. Look at that. Donnie Baseball, then and now. Yo, that's fantastic. I have Ricky Henderson, one of these. I really like this Don Mattingly. That is fantastic. I hope we get a couple more of those. Butch Husky on the prospects for the Mets. Oh. Jose Martinez on the Diamond debuts. Here's our team card. Let's see here. Geronimo Pena, Ray Langford, Ozzie Smith, Bernard Gilkey. We know that was going to be the cards. Nice. Ozzie looking all distinguished with his salt and pepper beard. Brad Pennington, Orioles prospect. Definitely remember that. Here's a checklist. This is a little bit different. This is the Team Stars checklist. So this is the checklist for that. That's kind of cool. Let's see how many there are. Okay. That's weird. I wonder if they have one for every team and they just have multiple checklists. Or did they only pick the most popular teams? I'm going to hang on to that. We'll see if we get a couple more. Chad Matola. He was a very highly touted prospect. And we got Andy Van Slyke on deck. All right, folks, be sure to like and subscribe on the way out. Keep ripping wax. I will be back with part 2.